Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first edition of Alton Comet Lady Comet Softball. This evening we'll have a matchup against Willow Springs, and we're getting started here. The first batter, Willow Springs, is coming up to the plate to start this ball game. Number 24, Evan Montgomery, will be your starter in the matchup. So here we're set, first pitch. And that's a strike, and we're underway here. The Lady Comets come into this one 2-0 on the year after a win Friday against Liberty Mountain View, and then last night against Kabul. That one's ripped, going out towards left field, and that's off the wall. And that's an automatic double for Willow Springs. And it'll be the first. Start this one out. So the next batter's up to the plate, and that's inside, and a ball, and it's 1-0 the count. This will be Montgomery's second start of the year. She was starting against Mountain View, and that's popped up in the infield, and Warren catches that one, and there's one gone here to start the first inning. Still runner on second. And that one outside, no good for the pitch. And it's 1-1 the count. That's high, and it's 2-1. That pitch low, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike here, with 1 gone, runner on second. The pitch, that one's hit, and it's foul, and it'll be a full count now. Number 21 just got a piece of that one, popped it up, and Mackenzie Smith couldn't get to it. The pitch is away. The runner advances to third, and that's ball 4. So there'll be a runner on first and third now with 1 gone here in the top of the first inning. We appreciate those of you tuning in to our Alton Sports Network Game of the Week. It's the Lady Comets versus the Willow Spring Bears here in a beautiful day for softball. That one's hit out to center field, and Jenna Holman with the catch. Runner scores, and it's 1-0 Willow Springs now. So a runner scores on the sacrifice fly, and these Comets are down by 1 with 2 outs left, 2 outs in the first inning. That one hits her, and she'll advance to first on the hit by pitch. It's first and second now. Look at what's going on around the diamond. Behind the plate's Mackenzie Smith tonight. On the mound is Evan Montgomery. That one's hit, and foul ball back behind the backstop. Emma Trantham's at first. Kaylee Latham at second. At shortstop, Lainey Warren, and playing third tonight will be Jessica Green. Molly Warren in right field, Jenna Holman in center, and Kaylee McIntyre in left field. That's a ball outside, and it's 1-1 the count. That one's high, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch. That's high again, and it's a 3-1 count. So Montgomery going to try to find the zone and get out of this inning. There's 2 outs. And that one is ball 4. So the bases will be juiced now as Willow Springs will look to get some more runs in here. And these Lady Comets are going to try to find this final out of the inning. Number 25 will be the plate for Willow Springs. That one's jammed her and it's fouled back, 0-1. Appreciate you all tuning in to our first edition of Alton Sports Network Games of the Week. It's the Alton Lady Comet softball team playing a matchup against Willow Springs. That one's fouled back and it's 2 strikes now. Montgomery looking for her first K of the night. The pitch. No good, and it's high. And that's 0-1 and 2. That one's foul ball. And the count remains at 1 and 2. That one was just shot down the left field line. Luckily it was foul, and she'll try again. Staying alive, the 1-2 pitch. That one's hit, popped up in the infield. And Montgomery makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the first, and the Lady Comets will look to get the offense going. 1-0 our score. Well, we're about to start the bottom half of the first, and leading off will be senior number 22, Mackenzie Smith. She's a recent ASU Mountain home commit and will be playing catcher for the Trailblazers next fall. Last night at Kabul, she was 2 for 4 with a walk and an RBI. First pitch. And that's called strike, and it's 0-1 now. Smith really quick on the base path. In a protect situation. Number 18 will toe the rubber tonight for Willow Springs. That one's laid off outside, and it's 1-2. Lady Comets offense has really been good. They won 20-4 against Kabul last night. That one's fouled into the dirt, and she's staying alive. Last night they scored 20 runs against Kabul. They scored 18 against Mountain View. And they're just really producing a lot of runs for this squad. That one's high, 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. Now up to the plate will be Jenna Holman, the lefty center fielder, who's really quick as well and can really field the ball. She was 1 for 2 last night with 2 walks and an RBI. That one's called strike, and it's 0-1 now. That one's grounded and over to first, and it's 2 away now quickly as these Lady Comets are not having the best start to this game. Willow Springs, a very good team, 18-4 last year. That one's high, and it's 1-0. Here to the plate. She was 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs and a walk last night, so very good night for her. And that's a strike, a little questionable, but it's 1-1. Montgomery with the inside the park grand slam last night. That contributed to those 5 RBIs she had. That one's foul, and it'll be 1-2. That one's out to center field, and that drops for a base hit. And she'll stand happily on first base as she gets that over the infield. So there's 2 outs with runner on first now. To the plate. Looks like that's Molly Warren. Last night, 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Excuse me, that was Laney Warren. Last night. And we'll head into the top half of the second inning. Back here, top half of the second inning. The Bears 1-0. And Montgomery comes back out for another inning of work. That one's ripped over to the third baseman, and she can't make a play. And that'll be an infield single. Green tried to get a hold of that one. It was a tough play, but that one's high, and it's ball one. Runner on first with nobody out here in the. That one's outside, but called a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That one's high, and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch. That one's high again. It's 3-1 the count now, and three-one pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's strike two, so it's a full count. Full count 4. Runners on first and second now with nobody gone. And the batter, number 3, will Bears. Montgomery only allowed 1 run in the first inning and is going to try to shut him down here before he, buddy. That one's high. She had to duck a little bit, and it's 1-0. Bunt. And she went to third, and that did not work out for them, so loaded. Now for Willow Springs as they nobody out still. 1-0 our score, and bases loaded here in the top of the second inning. High, nobody trying to run. I've seen sometimes, people trying to steal home in these situations, but playing little mind games with up and out of play, and it's 1-1 the count. Montgomery trying to get the first out of this inning. 2-run scores, and it is 3-0 now. Willow Springs. Oh, and another run scores. And it's 4-0 Willow Springs. Still nobody gone here in the top of the second inning. That one's a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on in the dirt, and it's 0-2. Nice maker chase. The 0-2 pitch, and Connor looking. Backwards K for Evan Montgomery, and there's one gone here in the top of the second inning. That one's high, and it's 1-0. Smith thought about throwing down to catcher, but she is safe. That one's in the center field and a base hit. Another run scores, and it's 5-0 our score after the single by. So it's 5-0 with one gone here in the top. And up steps number 20 for Willow. Lady Comets trying to stop here. They're already down by 5 runs. That one's high into center field. Jenna Holman makes the play, and there's 2 gone. And the runner stays at first. 2 away now, as that was a big out that Alton needed. And up now is number 13 for Willow. And that's a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. High and inside, and it's 1-1. Montgomery trying to find a consistent strike zone here. Two gone here, top of the second inning. That one's hit high into left field. That one goes foul. And so the 0-1 pitch coming up. Willow Springs up by 5. 0-2 now. Montgomery's got her quickly in a trying to get out of this inning. The pitch high, and it's 1-2. Runners on first and second with 2 gone. The 1-2 count, and the pitch. That's low, and it's 2-2. So the count even, and Willow Springs will try to capitalize on this situation. The 2-2. That one's low, but no call on the strike, and it's full count now with runners on first and second, 2 away here in the top half of the second inning. 5-0 Willow. The pitch. High and ball 4, and bases are juiced. That's the second bases loaded situation of the inning. Third bases loaded situation of the game. And the Lady Comets really need to get out of this one. We got a courtesy runner on first base. High and inside, 1-0 to number 11 for Willow Springs. Montgomery getting high in pitch count. That one's high too, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That one's hit out to left field, and that's going to go foul. And it's 2-1 now. That one's hit and fouled, and it's quickly 2-2. So the count even, and Lady Comets are going to try and finally get out of this one. They're down 5 here in the top half of the second inning. Bases loaded with 2 outs. The pitch. Ball low, and it's a full count now. A strikeout right here would really fire up this crowd. The 3-2 pitch. That one's grounded, and it's a base hit. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, and a 3rd one's coming home. And it's a 3-run double for number 11. And it's 8-0 our score. So a bases clearing double for Willow Springs. And a dagger in the heart there as another 3 runs score. Montgomery will face another batter. That one's fouled by the backstop. Oh, and 2 the count now. Runner on second, top half of the second inning with 2 outs. The 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch. Low and 1-2. The 1-2. And that's got him. Strike 3. And that'll end the inning. A painful 7-run inning for Willow Springs as these Lady Comets are going to try to crawl back into this one. We'll go into the bottom half of the second inning. Back here. That pitch is low and ball 1. And it's 1-0 the count. That one's grounded. Back to the pitcher. And that's an out. Molly Warren grounding out to first. Thank you. And up to the plate, Molly Warren. 2 for 3 last night with a walk and an RBI. Strike 1. That one's high, 1-1. Apologize for the confusion on the batters. It's kind of hard to hear who's actually coming up to the plate, but hopefully we'll get a lineup here soon. So Warren will try to protect here on 1-2. The pitch. That one's high, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And there's out number 2. Up to the plate is Kaylee McIntyre. 1 for 3 last night with an RBI. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Outside, 1-1. That's high, 2-1. McIntyre, just a freshman, has a promising future as she showed it on the basketball court as well, but that one's low. Playing out in left field tonight. 3-1 the count. So hitters count as she's going to try to get on base here. The pitch. And she takes that for strike 2, and it's full count now. Bottom half of the second, 2 gone. Full count with nobody on base. 8-0 Willow. The pitch. That one's chopped over to shortstop. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So no run score this inning, and it will have to go to the top half of the 3rd. Back here in the top of the 3rd. And the Lady Comets are going to try to keep them from scoring even more. Molly Warren's going to take the mound after a rocky outing from Evan Montgomery. 0-1 the count. Molly Warren last night, she had 4 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, 4 earned runs in the win. That one's high, 1-1. One the count with the new arm. The pitch. Inside, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's high, and it's 3-1 now. So a hitter's count, and Warren's getting a little frustrated there in her first at-bat on the mound, or in the circle, I should say. 3-1 pitch is inside, and that's ball 4. And there will be a runner on first to start the top half of the third. Number 7 will come up to the plate for Willow Springs. That one's high. She's stealing, and she's safe. So a stolen base by number 3. And she's now in scoring position. And it's a 1-0 count. Good speed by number 3 there. Good attempt by Mackenzie Smith to gun her down. And that's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded into third base. And Warren there by Lainey Warren to get the out at first. There's a player from Willow Springs out on the ground. Hurt. We'll be right back. So she's okay getting back up and going to the dugout. And so we'll play ball here. There's 2 gone. Sorry, 1 gone, I believe, here in the top half of the third. And that one's lined in the past the first baseman and into right field. That run scores, and she's going to end up on second. It's 9-0 the score now. So 9-0 the score with 1 gone. Runner on second base. That one is a ball. Just a little high, and it's 1-0. Inside and high, 2-0. Top half of the third, 1 gone with a runner on second. Willow Springs 9, Alton zip. The pitch. That one's in the center field, and it drops for a base hit. And that'll be a single. And she'll advance to second base on the error. And it's runners both in scoring position, second and third with 1 gone. No run score on that play, so a good break for the Lady Comets. That one's strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That one's chopped. Warren makes the play. A run scores, however. It's 10-0 now, but a nice play there by Laney Warren to get the out at first. Well, they're gonna call her. They're gonna call her safe. They call her safe. There's runners standing on first, so I'm not sure if they call her safe. It was a very close play at first. Nonetheless, a run scores. It's 10-0. Runners on the corners now. The pitch. That one's high. 1-0. High again. 2-0 the count. Alton down 10 runs. Gonna have to get out of this one. That one's fouled back. And it's 2-1. That one's high. 3-1. The runner stays. Runners on the corners. 10-0 Willow Springs. Warren with the pitch. And that's ball 4, and bases are juiced. Number 5 will come up to the plate. '25, excuse me. Inside, ball 1. Runner thought about scoring, but she'll go back to third base. And that one goes out in the outfield, but runner wasn't paying attention, so no run score, but very risky mistake there. The 1-0 pitch with bases loaded. That one's foul. And the count will be 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. High, and it's 2-1. Bases loaded with 1 gone. The 2-1 pitch. High, and it's 3-1. Warren going to try to find the strike zone here. Try to get out of this inning. A double play would be really nice. The 3-1. And that's ball 4. And it's another run scores. 11-0 now. So very frustrating right now for these Lady Comets as they're trying to get out of this inning. 3 runs have already scored here in the top of the third. Warren with the pitch. That one's high, and it's 1-0. Warren with the 1-0 pitch. That one, throw down to third was safe, and that was a ball as well, so it's 2-0, and she's safe at third. Good attempt there by Mackenzie Smith to try to throw her out at third. The 2-0. That one inside for 3 balls and no strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out in here in the top of the third. 11-0 our score as Willow Springs is trying to complete the shutout. And that one's high and inside, and it'll be ball 4 again. And another run scores. 12-0 now. Our score here. And Smith will go out to the mound and talk to the pitcher. Mackenzie Smith, good senior leader, probably trying to calm her pitcher down, make sure she knows that, she can get out of this situation here. A nice ground ball double play would be really, really big for these Lady Comets. And that's a strike, and it's 0-1 here. Number 9 up to the plate. The 0-1 pitch. That one's a strike, and throw down. She's safe at third, and it's 0-2 the count now. Warren's got to hit pitcher's count here. Looking to get her on 3 strikes. The pitch high, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And that hit her. And it'll be another run scores. 13-0 now after the hit by pitch. Warren will try to get this out here. That one's low in the dirt, 1-0. We thank you all for tuning in to Alton's Comet Media for our Alton Sports Network Game of the Week. Here's the pitch. That one's low, and it's 2-0 the count. Here's the 2-0 count. Pitch. 3-0 now. We're trying to work back in the count here. Warren with the 3-0 pitch coming up right here. And that's a strike, and it's 3-1 now. That one's high, and ball 4. Another run will come in to score, and it is 14-0 now. So we'll continue play. I don't know what that was about. Coaches were having discussion. So 14-0 our score. Bases loaded with one gone. That one's low, 1-0. And they called that one a strike. It's 1-1. A 1-1 pitch. That one's chopped to short. The play to third is out. Score now. But there's nice play there in the infield to get the out at third. That one is low and away. It's 1-0. That one's chopped foul, and it's quickly 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's hit out to center field, and Jenna Holman with the catch, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. It's 15-0 Willow Springs. We're back here in the bottom half of the third inning. Up to the plate will be Michaela Harrington. Last night she had a walk in the third inning in her 1AB against Kabul. That one is going out, and that's a base hit. Michaela Harrington with a single, and she'll stand on first base, and that's a good start to this bottom half of the third inning. That one's outside. Here at the plate is Jessica Green. She was 2 for 4 with 3 runs last night. That pitch is swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2. That one's hit and caught by the second baseman, and she didn't tag up. It's a double play. So a double play there after she forgot to tag up. And there's quickly 2 gone here in the bottom half of the third, and Definitely a frustrating moment for the Lady Comets. That's a strike. And it's 0-1. That's strike 2. It's Mackenzie Smith up to the plate. 2 for 4 last night with a walk and an RBI against Kabul. That one's hit foul and out of play. That one's hit and over the second baseman, and it's a base hit for Mackenzie Smith. And there's a dangerous person to have on first as she has lots of speed. Up now to the plate will be Jenna Holman. She's the lone lefty of these Lady Comets. Low in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. That one's high, 2-1 the count. 15-0 here in the bottom half of the third. The Lady Comets got a runner on first, trying to score here. That one's in the dirt, and it's 3-1. And that one hits her, so she'll go to first, and it's a runner on first and second now after the hit by pitch. That's ball 1. And Montgomery taking her second chance at the plate here tonight. That one's ripped. And an error. Jenna Holman goes in to score, and it's one run for the Lady Comets. Nice job there. That'll be an E4, and that's a run scored for the Lady Comets. Time was called, and they'll do a pitcher's mound visit. Or a pitching circle, I should say. I'll have to keep correcting myself tonight. Softball, it's circle, and baseball, it's mound. Up to the plate will be Lainey Warren. Swung on to miss, and it's 0-1 the count. Swung on a miss, and that's 0-2 now. 2 gone here in the bottom half of the third. The pitch. That one's popped into center field, and that drops for a base hit. And Jenna Holman will score. And that's 15-2 now, our score. Up next is Kaylee Latham. That one's low, and it's 1-0. That one is a base hit. Montgomery scores, and it's 15-3 now, and they're just tacking on some more runs here, and it's 12-run ball game. 15-3 now. 2 outs still here in the bottom half of the third. Nice hit there by Kaylee Latham. Up next, here's Molly Warren. That one's called strike. That one's high, 1-1. And it's 1-2 now. Runners on first and second. 2 gone here in the bottom half of the third. The 1-2 pitch. And swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. And that's the inning. We'll head into the top of the fourth. 15-3 our score. We're back here, top half of the fourth. Lady Comets down by 12. It's 15-3 Willow Springs. Molly Warren will take the circle here in the top of the fourth for her second inning of work. Evan Montgomery had 2 innings, and now Molly Warren going in for her second. That one's fouled back, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That one's a strike. Nice drop in there, and it's 0-2 now. That one is caught by Evan Montgomery, and it's one gone here in the top of the fourth inning. Nice play there by Montgomery. That one's high, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And that's a strike. So it's 1-1 now, the count. The 1-1 pitch. That one's ripped in. That's going to be a base hit. McIntyre quickly gets it in and just holds her to a single. So nice job getting it back in quickly. And there's a runner on first now with one gone in the top of the fourth. And that's a strike, 0-1. And that hits her. So runners on first and second now after the hit by pitch. And that's a nice pitch there. It's 0-1. That one's rocketed, going out and gone. 3-run bomb for Willow Springs, and it is 18-3 our score. That was an absolute moonshot out into the parking lot. Whoa, they're going to call that a foul ball. So scratch that. They called that a foul ball. I think everybody in this whole vicinity thought that was a home run. They overturned that one for a foul ball, so it stays at 15-3. Looked like from my angle it stayed fair. That's another good hit, and it goes to the fence. 1-run scores. Another one thought about going, but they stay at third. It's second and third now. Another run tacked on to the Willow Springs for the score on the scoreboard, and it's 16-3 now. Courtesy runner comes on to second. That one's hit over to second base to throw to first, and that one is out. Another run scores though, and it's 2 outs, but 17-3 now the score. So 2 gone here, top of the fourth, 17-3. Willow Springs leads. That one's low in the dirt. Smith saves it, and no. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's high, but it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's grounded, foul. And it's 2-1 count now. 2-1 pitch. That one's high. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one's high and caught by Emma Trantham. And that'll end the inning. Emma Trantham going into foul territory to snag that one. And we'll head to the bottom half of the second inning, or fourth inning, excuse me. So the Bears lead by 14. It's 17-3 our score. Here coming into the bottom half of the fourth. A win would bring these Willow Springs Bears to 2-0 on the year, and it would bring the Lady Comets to 2-1 on the season. Here in their potential, they'll have another inning to. And up to the plate will be Kaylee McIntyre. That one's low in the dirt and ball one. The 1-0 pitch. An E4 as the second baseman ball. So it'll be a runner on first, and Michaela Harrington up to the plate now. She had a hit earlier. She smacks that. And they'll be out, but Kaylee Latham advances to second base. And up to the plate will be Jessica Green. Swing. Low, and it's 1-1. And McIntyre advances on to third after the second baseman, and that's an out. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Count. The 0-2 pitch. Outside. 1-2. Bottom of the fourth. 2 outs. Runner on third, and a 17-3 game. The pitch. That one is foul. And it's still 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 17-3 our score. We'll enter into so potentially the last inning of the ball game. If the Lady Comets don't score next half inning, it'll be a run rule. Only 7 innings of regulation in high school softball, but they call the game there. Molly Warren She's given up 9 runs so far in this ball game. So we'll get ready to start this top half of the 5th inning. Willow Springs is up by 14 runs here in a 17-3 ball game. So here we go, first. And that's a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And no strike call, as that was high. That one's low. I believe that's 3-1. So 3-1 the count here, nobody out here in the top half of the 5th. The 3-1 pitch. And that's a strike, so a makeup call there, as it's a full count now. The 3-2 pitch. That one's foul, and they'll do it again. The 3-2 pitch. That one's lifted out, and nice play there by Kaylee Latham for the first out of the inning. Nice little pop up to Kaylee Latham. And it's 0-1 now. That one's fouled back to the catcher. And the count's quickly 0-2. Willow Springs with 17, Alton with 3 here in a big blowout here in the top of the 5th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. That one's rocketed out to left field. And McIntyre makes. So McIntyre with the play. And there's 2 gone now. Here in the top half of the 5th. That's low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That one, no good. It's 2-1. And that's a strike, so it's 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one fouled away. 2 gone here in top of the 5th. 2-2 the count. Molly Warren looking to get out of this 1-2-3 inning. That one. And caught by Emma Trantham. What a play there by the first baseman. And that'll end the inning. 1-2-3. Go the Bears. And the Lady Comets are going to try to make a comeback here as they look to keep this game alive. They have one more chance to try to score before they get run ruled. Very nice play there by Emma Trantham. We just want to thank all our viewers for tuning in this lovely evening of Alton Lady Comet softball. Our next Alton Sports Network game of the week will be next week at home against. So, very excited to bring you that matchup next week. So Jenna Holman will come to the plate to start out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lady Comets trying to keep their game alive. Willow Springs going to shut them down this inning and officially run rule them. Strike 1 to Jenna Holman to start this inning, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That's high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And they're going to call that a strike. It's high, but 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 pitch. Just outside. Strike 3. Connor looking on the lower outside pitch. And there's one gone here in the bottom half of the fifth. Evan Montgomery will come to the plate. And a called strike high above the elbows. Not sure what that was, but it's 0-1 the count. And that's strike two, so it's quickly 0-2 now. That one's hit out to left field, and that's a base hit. Rounding first, she's going to second. Rounding two, she's going to third. And she slides into third base with a triple. And it's a one-out triple for Evan Montgomery. Up to the plate now will be Laney Warren. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Runner on third here, bottom half of the fifth with one out. 17-3, Willow Springs. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball one. The 1-2 pitch. High, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And there's two gone now, and they're down to potentially their final out. Kaylee Latham will come up to the plate and try to keep it alive for the Lady Comets. Now one. The 0-2 pitch. That one's to the pitcher, and that's going to do it here. The Lady Comets get run ruled in 5 innings. It's 17-3 your final score. And the Lady Comets will move to 2-1 on the season. We thank you for watching Alton Sports Network Game of the Week. The Alton Lady Comets against Willow Springs.